See, in 1857, when Rani Jhansi led what Savarkar correctly called as the first war of independence. The British call it mutiny, to degrade it. But the correct is that it was a rebellion, all India rebellion. Right from Tamil Nadu to Kashmir, there was a rebellion. Not only in Meerut, as they are trying to make out. And this rebellion was financed by the Indian farmers. They collected the money, they collected the manpower and gave it to our Rajas and Ranis. So the British, after crushing it, said that this is a dangerous part. So we must break the back of the farmers. So what they did was, they got hold of all the criminals and made them into zamindars and said, you have the power to collect as much money as you want, provided you give this much amount for running our administration without fail. And if you default, then we'll remove you and appoint somebody else. So these zamindars had the power to collect as much they wanted, plus if the farmer failed to pay, to take away his land. If the farmer didn't have land, he had already lost it, then his brother's land. All this power they were empowered, and they bled agriculture. And by 1947, it was completely bled. But Jawaharlal Nehru wanted to have the Soviet economic model. It was unsuited for India. He was not ready to listen to anybody. And after Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated and Sardar Patel died, he became a law unto himself. The only person he ever thought of listening to was Edwina Mountbatten, but nobody else. So, he brought this Soviet model. What is this Soviet model? Extract resources from agriculture, use it for industrialization. There is no resources to extract. So the Soviet model very first immediately produced a foreign exchange crisis because there was no export-import, and then a food crisis in 1965. And then that time Lal Bahadur Shastri decided that he would use this international research on seeds and so on, and Green Revolution was created by just 10% of our farmers, and we became self-sufficient in food grains. After begging for food from America on PL 480, thanks to the Green Revolution, we were saved. Just that little amount. Today you make our agriculture, invest it, put cold storages, small airports, feeder airports, efficient shipping, packaging. You can convert this into a global sector. So this is one thing we want to do, and this is what needs to be done, because even today 60% of our people are employed by agriculture. So they must get jobs. And then put in industry like food processing, canning, making jams, preserving foods, fruits. These kinds of things gives you employment. Textiles, all these things which depend on agriculture can become a subsidiary industry. This is the way to do it.